Morning of the Royal-Thomian, the Sydney Roy Tour for 2017 at Kareela Park, Doonside, New South Wales.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, a couple of TV is nice. Yeah, we have
Oh, good, Mark. How are you? Good to see you, Anu. The Thomian Open Side for 2017.
Maybe on either side, thanks. Can I have one more with
The Royal Open Side for 2017.
you wait until the Thomian gets behind you. Wait. Yeah, you can go as well. Yeah.
Story. You see, I'm just a year away from 10. And that basically means that if you go by the Bible, time is not on my side. And neither is my memory. But if I have said this story before, I hope you will do me the courtesy of pretending that you're hearing it for the first time. You see, in life we find that if you're enormously talented, you also have a weakness. There has got to be a downside so that life balances itself out. And so there was this outstandingly talented cricketer, whose weakness, unfortunately, was alcohol. And so on the eve of the most important match for his team in that particular season, he got dreadfully drunk, so much so that when his team arrived on the grounds, they found him stretched out on the dressing room table. The captain was hoping that he might win the toss and bat, which meant that he was given this man the time to recover, because he was the most crucial man in the team. Unfortunately, he lost the toss, they had to field. So he put him under the shower, dressed him up, put him on his pads, he was the wicket keeper, put him 15 yards behind the stumps and said to him, now stay down and just keep your eyes on the ball. The game started. The first ball went past outside the off stump, the batsman didn't offer a stroke. The wicket keeper missed it, went down to the boundary. 4 byes. The keeper was still squatting, he hadn't moved. The second ball went down the leg side, and the same result, went down to 4, he still hadn't moved. The third ball took the outside edge and flew towards second slip. The wicketkeeper took off, he was horizontal, and with an outstretched glove, he brought off an amazing catch. And then as he was down on the ground and the rest of the team came round to congratulate him, he looked up and said, "You know, gentlemen, that's the first time in my life that I've taken a catch off the first ball of a match." So he was immediately christened Unbelievable. And the poor chap had to carry this name for the rest of his life, and he hated it. So he said to his wife, "Darling, if I predecease you, can you do me a favor? Will you please make sure that you say something at my funeral which will make people remember me, at least in death, in some other way?" And the dutiful wife that she was, she had this plaque on which she had engraved, "Here lies a man who was faithful to his wife to the very end." And everyone who filed past the casket, who read this, muttered under their breath, "Unbelievable." So, ladies and gentlemen, if someone said to me a few years ago that I would actually be here as the country's High Commissioner, I would have probably used the same word. But I'm here out of a sense of duty as much as my colleague Lal Wickramatunge is, and as you know, we are a country that is turning around from years of neglect and missed opportunities. But people like us who have had the good fortune to go to the most finest schools that still uphold the greatest of values, I think it is up to us to set the standards no matter where we may be, because that is what we can give back to our beautiful country. So my appeal to you as your High Commissioner is that I know in your own way you're doing a lot of work, but please enhance that, create the platform, provide the leadership like we are more than capable of doing to support our leaders to be able to take us to where we actually should be. Because a year from now, we are celebrating our 70th anniversary of independence. And that's a huge landmark. And let us set ourselves some target between now and the 4th of February next year, so that when we celebrate that 70th anniversary in 2018, each and every one of us here can look back and tell ourselves, I did make my contribution towards that progress. Because we are a great people, we are a great country. It's just that we have not been able to come together to achieve that potential. And at least now, let us focus on moving towards that. So thank you again for having invited me. It's a great honor and a pleasure and a privilege for me to be with my Royalist and Thomian friends. The amazing thing about interaction is that the vibrations always are very positive. I mean, if you meet a Thomian, you take to him as much as you would take to a Royalist. Because, like I said, our values are the same. We've grown up together. We learn to respect each other, and we also care for each other, and that's what life is all about. And finally, I want to share with you a very special message of peace, because no matter what we do back home, if we do not have peace, then no matter the buildings that may come up and the advancements that take place and the vast strides that technology is making will mean nothing if we do not have peace. Because peace, like food and water, is a human need. Everything else revolves around wants, and wants change, but needs are static. And food, water, and peace will always be a human need. And to achieve that, all we need is love and compassion. And if you look at the average Sri Lankan, it's inherent in him. We all have love and compassion within us. We only need to show it a little more generously. And if we do that, I think we can look back a year from now and say, yes, we did positively contribute to the progress. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Mama daan ne nae kene kuwa mulave
The victorious Thomian Classics over 60s. They won their game under 20 runs, I guess. Thomian's open side jubilant, taking the 6th wicket. Royal chasing a small total of 145, currently 6 down for 100.